Hello, hello, hello. First stream back after 1,005 different health issues and this issue and that issue. I'm not at my home right now, so I gotta pull chat up real quick. Hello, Urox. Got that there, got that set. Okay, let's watch some fencing. I think we're going to start with the Bern finals, and then we'll go to the Lignano finals, and then there's this guy in the Sam GP Discord, which you should all check out, and also his channel, whose title is The Guy Who Searched for Videos, and he searches for a billion videos, and it's got some really weird, obscure stuff. So after that, we're going to look at that. Hello, T-Powered Robot. Forgive me, I'm still getting over a cold. Alexa Bayard versus Yamada Masaru. Hopefully we can get to the start of the fencing. There we are. Phenomenally strong Japanese team this year, coming into full focus as we get into the Olympics. It's been a while since I streamed. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear the why am I not controlling volume? Can you guys hear the about sounds? First 20 seconds or so, the usual very slow pacing, feeling each other out. Been very common the last season, and I guess coming into this season too, that fencers will take the entire first minute, eat the first non-combativity card, and then start actually pushing and fencing. Ooh. This is actually a really good commentator. I forget who it is. Kauter, I think. Somebody said. Going to interpret that as ironic applause from the audience, waiting for the bout to begin. But single yellow card, nothing's done. Not getting any sound from the bout.
Restart.
How about now? Can you hear it now? Anyway, as you can see already, they're a lot closer than they were in the first minute, as Bayard tries to snipe low and Yamada dodges. Yamada playing a lot of absence into slight pressure, trying not to overcommit, but trying to make Bayard feel like he's overcommitting. We just did a lot of analysis of absence in the GP Discord. Oh, phenomenal counterattack from Bayard. Very well done.
From the defense.
Yamada getting in a little too close.
Alexi Bayard is
thinking he's in too close and falling short
ranking,
from a phenomenal counter by Bayard.
He will win in the situation when both to get black. But we are not in this situation. We have a first point for Alexi Bayard. has decided to.
Oh, and another good counter.
Nice hit.
Yamada was going for the arm there after a parry and just missed off to the side. You could see the blade flash
Putting
through.
his hand a little bit too high up, and then he made a hit. Very nice touch, 2-0 for Alexis Bayard.
2-0 for Bayard.
In general, there
But
are two ways.
close
to
touches,
act:
kind of
fencing,
opportunistic off of Yamada.
passively
And
or
he's really the one
actively.
generating
For
the
sure there
action
are
right now,
much
in
more
my
different
opinion.
strategies, but this is
So we'll see how much he can get.
the main frame, and there is a combination of both of them. Actually, Bayard Alexis decided himself to put him in the defense. He feels good there. First break.
1 minute break. Honestly, kind of a nothing period. Couple of touches, couple of filling out. Both of those touches honestly could have gone either way. Yamada was very close to the leg on the first and the arm on the second. And Bayard barely got the counter in. See what happens.
Yamada still has enough time.
Bayard very
pushing
passive and defensive here.
Alexis a little bit in the back, looking for an opportunity.
Yamada keeps breaking distance and inviting Bayard in, and he's just not taking it. Oh, there he goes. Starting to push a little bit as Yamada backs off. But we still really haven't seen any fencing in Yamada's half of the piste, so. Good push from Yamada. Waiting for Bayard to overcommit on the counter, but doesn't get it.
Double point.
Nothing done. A bit too risky from Yamada, not quite enough from Bayard. Double touch. Lots of different kinds of double touches. There's the ones where you salvage something from your opponent's good attack. There's ones where you make a bad attack and let your opponent get a double. And there's ones like that where it's the equivalent of a simultaneous. You both go at the same time. Yamada breaks distance. Push forward with his hand. Breaks distance.
Alexis is
Push
very
forward with
calm
his hand, but
and
Bayard is preemptively backing off.
he is
Now
able
Bayard
to
pushes
explode
back into
from
Yamada's
this
push.
calmness. This is
Yamada being a little bit skittish about it.
his way to attack from.
Oh, good one from
nice
Bayard.
counterattack in the preparation of Yamada, and he will go on with this tactic to let him come.
Got what he was looking for from Yamada, which is a search on
already
Bayard's
ready.
push step forward.
In this calmness,
And perfect disengage around. Oh, and another one.
Yamada is attacking, but
Just a
he's
flick onto the wrist,
anticipating a counterattack.
just ahead of the Yamada parry. And now Yamada's got to start sweating a little bit. Those are two really, really good touches. But not too much because
In
we have
this
4 minutes left and
silence,
only 4 touches, and
this
that's so
calm,
much time.
As my old fencer, my boss Rolf Kallich said, lays the force. If you can be silent, calm, you can explode. And this is really true.
Yamada push. Bayard counter, but Yamada's keeping it a little bit of a farther distance now. You can see Bayard's whole body language switch from relaxed to tense as he sticks his arm out.
Wow, nice one from Yamada with a coupe.
Good,
Coupe falls and then touch on a leg. Combined attack.
Good on Yamada,
Nice
keeping a
one.
little bit farther away so he doesn't trigger Bayard's counterattack. Bayard looks for it, doesn't see it, freezes a moment while he figures out what next to do. But he stays in place crucially, and that lets Yamada go low for the touch. None of the actions have changed, which is important, but the distance that Yamada is doing them at is a little bit wider. Bayard needs to adjust to
Also
that
wants
now.
to go in the break, Yamada. Chance to consult their
Such
masters.
a tight, close bout, honestly. Not a lot to
And
change for
breathe
either one.
and drink
They're still pushing
and
through.
rest a little bit.
And it's all up to Yamada. Bayard so far has been mostly punishing his actions. If Yamada can keep it up with the wider distance change, then he'll be able to equalize, and then Bayard will have to adjust to something.
Third. Now we're entering the last one. Last third minute. 3 minutes. 5-2 for the Swiss fencer Alexis Bayard, ranked number 16 in the world ranking. He had a good season. Was second in Heidenheim. Third place at the European Championships in individual 2 years ago. And
Big fan of Bayard myself, mostly because he's a left-handed French gripper, like all of the best, most highest quality people are. Oh, excellent flesh from Bayard.
Without seeing it, very explosive. Nice one. It feels good there in this area.
Very just counter-attack up from a straight counter to a flush to count for the wider distance. Where by straight counter, I mean just sticking his arm out. Here he added a little bit of a fast footwork pattern, and Yamada's, I don't know, he's got to figure out something.
And this time, it didn't work. Yamada made a parada di poste with quart. As well, a nice touch. We see a high-quality match here.
4 makes sense, actually. I thought it was 6, but the way it got jumped up looks very 4.
It's very important that he also
3 touches feels like so much, but
advantage to
Yamada has to
push Yamada as
really
well, to not let him do everything.
take every advantage he can get.
Could come into a flow, but
Double touch is nothing.
he's making a double now.
Well, not really nothing, honestly.
Both
Good for Bayard,
point.
because all of Yamada's setup goes down the drain. He's got to restart. We have enough bout left that it probably won't matter. But when it's this close and this low scoring about, every little bit counts. Very close to Yamada, but he's not committing as much with the hand.
Now again he catches the blade of Alexis Bayard. He was trying to hit him under the hand, but he saw it and took the blade. And
What I was trying to say was that Yamada is pushing and applying pressure, but keeping his blade unoccupied, so that when Bayard comes in, he's ready for the parry, which is exactly what happened.
But everything was okay. Now he's taking the opportunity to push as well. Yamada a little bit in the back.
Down to 2. Oh, excellent counter from Yamada. I'm not sure what Bayard was seeing there. A great punish.
3 touches in a row for Yamada. 7-6. Nice comeback. 1 touch behind. Important now for the Swiss guy to have an answer. It was too passive.
I don't know that was too passive. It was his first really aggressive counterattack. Now Bayard's pushing. Now he's in fencing distance and stance, but he's relaxed now on it.
But he stays
Petition
in
to
back.
give you an exception to the best, highest quality people club. Obviously,
Hopefully
all of
works.
my Patreon supporters
Nice.
belong in the best, highest quality
Nice
people club,
flash.
and
Good
are
one.
gorgeous besides.
He was anticipating
That should go without
a
saying.
step forward of Yamada and then entered quickly with a tempo. Contra.
And are also phenomenal bakers.
Nice one, very important one. 30 seconds left, almost.
30
5 to
seconds,
25.
2 touches. This is so big. Oh, and a double.
And now it's
All it is he burned 9 seconds.
the tempo is getting accelerated.
Oh, good flush right off the line. The one thing Yamada would never, Counter would never,
Tudra.
the one thing Bayard would never expect.
The Japanese guy was very fast, both of them. He's a fast guy, both of them are very fast.
Bayard a little bit early off the line, but nobody really cares.
Wow.
Oh, almost.
Wow.
Ooh, tough hit by Bayard, I
He
guess.
stopped almost. Alexi stopped.
Smacked in the rib.
He had him on the 6th. And pas de touche. 8 seconds left. Cora Corvos. Double.
Almost 7 seconds.
10-9. What a match.
What are we going to get Yamada to do? Fast, stop, go. Fast, stop, and then slow forward. Oh, equalizes with 3 seconds!
Back over the quad. He saw his preparation and took the blade. 10-all.
Phenomenal.
Sudden-ness.
We're going into overtime.
Yamada don't want to attack again. Bayard already won before in the match against Canon. 13-12 against in the Sudden-ness. So he's used to it today. But it's 50-50, I would say. Priorité is for Yamada.
Yamada with priority. We're going to see Bayard attack for the first time this whole bout. It's been an interesting changing bout in strategy, but very, very subtle tactical changes. The overall gist of it has largely been Yamada pushes into Bayard's counters. Although Yamada got like 3 touches in 10 seconds by running at him, so maybe he should do that more.
Now it's Yamada who can wait, who want to wait because he's in priority. Time is running out, running off. It's
20 seconds.
Yamada wins, but Alexi.
Oh! Yamada misses the counter with 16 seconds left. So close.
This match, and he's entering the final at the Grand Prix de Berne. Wow. The world champion. Meets Luca Malcotti. Luca Malcotti. First time in a semi-final.
Koch Mete
at the
Thomas,
Grand Prix.
you may remember as the guy who blew my mind at World Championships with the severely extended on guard. Doesn't look like he's doing it quite as much now.
Right side.
But there it is.
Green lamp.
Malcotti is 28 and has not done a whole lot on the world stage before now. But I guess he's rounding into shape for the Olympics just as Max Heinzer starts fading off. Ooh, phenomenal counter. Koch tries to go low, high-low. Malcotti stays in position, counters kind of right to the mask.
He entered directly straight forward in his preparation. Very efficient way to touch.
This extreme forward on guard by Koch is really
and he as well
at low mid-levels in epee. It will be used as a way to keep your opponent away from you.
no touch.
You have your arm far out, and they're generally not capable of adequately dealing with the blade, and they're generally other basic technical issues like extensions, bad lunges. So if you have your arm out, you can get a lot of touches just by your opponent running themselves onto your tip. But at high level epee, it's the exact opposite. You hold your blade out like that, you're giving it to your opponent. I saw the blade bend, so I understand where Koch is coming from.
His
Yeah.
Epe doesn't work. So he was right.
So anyway, as I was saying, you hold your blade out. It's a gift to your opponent. You're giving them the
That
blade.
his Epe
It's really an
doesn't work, and he
invitation
was
for them to
right.
come hit you.
Normally they do
So
work,
he's doing that to choose the distance and the way his opponent comes at him.
Probably
Just
be
in a
able
very
to
unique,
make the
different way than
touch.
most people do.
But yes, point for Luca doesn't count.
You can skip this. They're just fixing,
He
giving him
is.
the new. I don't know, probably
Yeah.
body cord.
He will forget that immediately. He has the next chance now to make a point.
Now Malkote knows that Koch is trying to get him to come at him. Koch's trying to do a receding parry or something.
Double
Malkote
point.
needs to find a way to invite Koch to commit to something without pushing into his what Epee 2.5 now Epee 2.6. Go get a copy. Would call your area of excellence. Koch really wants Malkote to come in, and then Koch can take a receding parry.
Yes, Parade riposta.
And if he
Luca
doesn't, well, he'll
Fortunato
just flash from a
also
very close
goes
distance
with the touch.
with his arm already extended, which is very dangerous. So
Double
Malkote's whole puzzle is to figure out how to get Koch to commit to that flash
Three.
or pull his arm back without overcommitting and getting caught inside that parry area. Which is easy to say, hard to do. It's a really great example of imposing your will on the belt from the get-go. There's not a lot Malkote can do except deal with that blade.
Parade
But as you can
riposta
see,
wasn't
Koch is really good at dealing with people who deal with his blade. So, tricky puzzle indeed that Malkote has to solve,
of
and there's not really a way around it, which is phenomenal.
the Hungarian fencer. Was valuable, so he
The
is
whole
now
point of fencing is to force your opponent,
making his
to react to you.
3-all.
and this is a really good way of doing it.
Up
Oh,
to
a touch, score a core. Still getting over a cold. Why are we flipping for priority?
Now it's everything working again.
Must have been a bug
4
somewhere.
seconds left in the first third.
Swiss precision. Take a look at Malkote. He's a very classical looking fencer. Very modern. Koch's side is to keep your elbow very close to your body. You can see he's got about a 45-degree angle there forward. Very straight blade. Blade tends to move with the elbow more than the hand. Point keeps on target. Not a lot of wild blade actions like you see from, say, an
10
Imrek
seconds.
or even one of the Italians, Di Veroli, for example. Very upright on guard.
And we have first break.
Ooh, that was close. Almost to the first break. I think I'd want to see a little bit more patience in Koch. He's getting what he's setting up the situations he wants. Malkote is ignoring him, and then Koch is trying to do things. But I think if he waited more like 30 or 40 seconds and the 10 or 20 I think he's doing,
Koch
he'd get
might
better
advance,
results. Malkote would be caught sleeping a little more.
having, consulting by
I am not sure what Malkote needs to do because I've been very distracted by Koch, but I'll try to watch him more in the second period.
Single Malkote will now be a little more offensive. The first third. Mate Damaskov was doing this. He was
Counter, I think, if the commentator is saying Malkote will be more aggressive.
Luca wants
He's a very good fencer. I trust him. Ooh, excellent touch from Koch. Looked like Makati took the parry and Koch just spun his blade around it.
Counterattack by Mr. Koch.
Holding it up like that and inviting a low line touch to the wrist.
Koch puts the arm a
Makati
little
snipes
bit
at it
higher,
but
so
misses.
He wants to provoke him to hit him under the hand.
Makati back,
Probably
forward. Trying to establish a pattern. Break it. Great way to get a touch.
We will see.
Forward, back, forward. Ah, stepped off the strip. Managed to not break his ankle, which is always a plus.
Now we do see a little bit more activity.
Really good
Makati is
tight
pushing
blade work actions there.
in the back area.
Wow!
And yes,
Let's say Cortado is a foil move.
he's as well strong in the defense.
Phenomenal
as we
spinning
know.
counter from Koch.
Mate Thomas Koch made a nice counterattack, and here, and
Ooh, tight one. Yeah. Off the strip.
so
Then the
this
counter.
so only the point for Luca Malcotti is counting. It was double, but he saw it. He wasn't on the pist. Important one for Luca Malcotti. He needs to fix his blade. Everything needs to be perfect.
I hate these cameras. It makes the fencer so washed out.
Perfect.
Just a blur of white.
If the blade is looking in the wrong
The light's not the cameras.
this is not good.
Although probably also the camera, considering.
Swing his arm a little bit higher.
Probably just a cheap webcam. Well, Koti's got to figure out how to get in.
Wow. Opposition
That's
in
one
the
way to do it.
sixth. Font. And
Does that fast, aggressive
this
advance lunge he was doing before, but cuts it short.
making his fifth
Koch tries to counter into it. Makati takes a 6. Gets the counter repost. Gets the touch. Anyway, whatever it was. Oh. Like I said, Koch knows what he's doing
He
with
was
that.
almost finished with his flash,
Pushes,
but
pushes,
reflashed
pushes.
and
Makati
hit him on a
moves
leg.
into the parry zone, gets parry
Never
posted.
stopped. Is here the device, so
Almost exactly what Koch was planning, I'm sure.
6-5 for Mate Damasco.
Oh ho ho!
Nice one.
I'm not even sure what happened there. Feints high. Oh, that's a phenomenal feint. Feints just a little tiny flinch, but Makoti's already so jumpy. He bites on it. Takes 6 easy. Almost doesn't need to disengage from Koch
Taking the
to
lead
get
by 2
into
points.
the touch at the flank area, torso usually. Oh, finally he gets one, but
Nice one.
third or fourth opportunity, gotta be faster. Still, it's only one touch.
It was important to stop his flow by making this point. Thomas was attacking and attacking again. Everything open. With this 6 point for Luca, he's back in the match.
Oof. Remember we talked about multiple kinds of doubles there. That was a good one from Koch to salvage a double out of that. It should have been a single. Makotti 100% caught his blade in 8. ahead a little bit. Malkote threatening, a lot of low committal stuff. It's a double. A little bit out of distance from Malkote, but honestly not a bad idea. And nothing done with only 11 seconds left. Nothing bad. And we're off to the third period. I almost feel like Malkote is failing a skill test, a skill check that Kocha's putting him into. He's getting openings, and he's not quite fast or capable enough of capitalizing on them. And so Kocha's getting a lot of touches that look like they should really be going to Malkote.
We will see. I don't talk too much about this. It's, as I said, the defender will make the decision.
Oof.
Nice hit on a foot.
Great low line shot from Malkote to equalize.
What a start in this last third.
Only 5 seconds in. In and out. Just looking at Malkote's little Tanny steps in. Pressure up, pressure low. And oh, bold.
Around, so he
red card for turning.
This means red.
Second one from Koch.
And a point for Malkote.
Honestly, good timing by Malkote, and there really should have been as such anyway. He didn't go past, and he got the single late.
Tamaskov has his arm almost stretched all the time. And a nice
great one.
Attack over the seats.
Set up a really good pattern there. I was going to talk about it, but I started watching the fencing instead. Malkote's little steps forwards, little steps back, and every time he does a little step back, Koch takes the space he gives him. But that becomes predictable. So Malkote stepped back, Koch took the space, Malkote went in while Koch was going forward.
And the counter-attack flash, double. Now it's
and caught him stepping, and he couldn't get back in time.
Something here. Yes, still enough time. That's not the problem.
Now Malkote's got a little bit easier. He's been getting so many doubles, and those are all to his advantage now. Oh, good one.
No, not 6 dégagé, it was 6th opposition, and then
Koch not expecting Malkote to be aggressive there. Takes a 6, holds it, waits for his opportunity, disengages well. Koch still pushing too hard.
Luka Malkote, 14-10.
And Malkote is getting him to freeze. Koch's whole game is about going.
Is he really such a good finisher and will make that last point?
It's about going backwards with the touches. So if he's not going to be able to do that, if he's too focused on going forward and hitting a touch, easy pickings for Malkote.
Deserve. Oh, yes.
Just like that.
It is a Swiss final here in Bern. We never had this. What an occasion. What a match here. Congratulations for both fencer. Also the world champion did a good job. What a little bit was probably a little bit shocked.
We are on to the finals.
End of Luka. He was really in a very good.
Alright. If you got to fence a teammate, good to fence him in the finals.
And we start for the first third.
Lefty French versus a righty pistol. Really best for the cameras if you have it this way. Both fences are open to the ref and open to the camera.
Sport, especially then when you are in a flow.
See, now Malkote is being a lot more active with his hip and a lot more active with his hand, where he's dropping back into absence and then forward to point at the hand.
Or making a nice touch.
Sorry.
The hand.
Where it almost seems Bayard is doing the opposite.
So variable,
Where he's coming
so
forward in absence with his blade down. And then,
special this sport.
well, not so much now,
Chess
but
on
he's
a
going
planche, we do
back with
sometimes.
his hand up. Malcote got the touch there, but I'm not sure where.
Chess on a planche, we do sometime.
Just caught him on the outside.
And Luca has here, he's making the first point with a counter-attack. Let's his blade stretched, straightforward. 1-0.
Big distance break from Malcote, big
Swiss
distance break
fencing
from
having
Bayard.
two Swiss
Bayard
fencers
goes low,
in this
Malcote goes high.
Home Grand Prix. Oh,
Oof.
that would be normally an easy touch for Luca Malcote, but he wasn't able to.
Bayard almost got it. Malcote's hand goes so high, you can't actually get it back down in time.
Wasn't insisting enough. He stays very calm. Don't showing any nerves. This is a good sign. To be silent within yourself. Any form. Alexis Bayard is left-handed, poignet droite. And Luca Malcote wanted to make a counter-attack at the arm and wasn't precise enough. He's fencing with his right hand, cross. Luca Malcote is launching a flash. He wasn't able to hit him, and Bayard makes a straight counter-attack. Just let his blade stretched. His arm stretched. Two all. Flèche non valable. He wanted to make a feint, but Luca isn't being tricked by him and makes his second point. Double point, flash by Malcote. They're both doing enough for the match. Both are active and as well in the defense. They switch a little bit, but we do a little bit more see Malcote in the offense. These are the two main strategies, the offensive or fence in the defense. And then there are different variations technically to attack or defense. 2 seconds. We have a break now.
Oh, I am muted.
Yes, I'm
Thank you.
Fine shape, and they train a lot to have.
There's
this
a bright
kind of
red
state.
glowing thing, glowing light to tell me if I'm muted or not. But it was
Chance
off
to
because I was muted, so hard to
win
miss.
a World Cup.
Hard to see.
And they will give everything they have.
Double again.
You don't get so much.
The last double, which I think I was
opportunities to
muted
win
for, was Malcote's 3-3
final
flesh,
match
which was
in your
fairly safe.
country
This
in
one was a lot riskier from Bayard,
So
and he's honestly a
might
little bit lucky he got a
lose this
double out of it.
chance. Both of them will be willing to make history today.
Once again, fencing very much in Bayard's half of the piece. Oh my gosh.
Nice one from
It's another one of those high flicks that Malcotti's trying to hit, couldn't hit it.
With a counter-attack.
And then he just stood there and waited for it, and Bayard,
From Luca Novalanda.
you know, like, okay, thank you very much, I'll take that gift. Malcotti pushing again into Bayard, but it's really got to be like what Bayard loves.
Alexis Bayard wanted to launch an attack on the leg of Luca, but he saw it coming and then made a counter-attack flash.
Fascinating. After saying Bayard started that action, I thought Malcotti started that
Of
action.
Luca.
Yeah. Malcotti's flesh goes
Bayard
first.
wanted to launch an attack
Bayard is trying to duck
the leg
it
of Luca,
or
but he saw
counter
it
early
coming
because he
and
thinks
then
it's a
made
lunge.
a counter-attack
But the
flash.
flesh gets the point in first. And we're equal.
Five all.
Double again. Same safe flesh that we got at 3-3, we get at 6-6.
Again, double
Double
point.
again.
7 all.
Malcotti kind of just throwing random attacks at the wall to see what sticks. Not much really going on.
We have seen a lot of close matches. So it might be as well one, this final match. They are such at a high level. And almost
Not much distance changing now. They're very close.
equal strong.
Kind of playing a
This
game of
time,
chicken.
The flash
But
of
as we've been
Luka
saying all day,
Malcotti wasn't
Bayard loves to be on his back line there.
enough speed.
Very
so
common. Very comfortable there.
Alexis Bayard makes
And so Malcotti
Single
flashes and Bayard just leans back. Kind of a boopy sort of counter. For somebody who likes to be on his back line a lot, Bayard sure does check his feet.
He's defensive. Bayard is always able
Oh.
to make a counter-attack very fast, so he's very dangerous in the defense. But this time he hits, is been hidden at the foot. 8 all.
No, that's not what happened. Malcotti hit high. Bayard went for the foot and either missed or was late. But I think I heard him smack the ground, so a miss. Best way to line up a foot shot is look at your opponent's bell and go directly below it. And then just go low and move your tip straight forward like you're going to any other high target. But it's easier said than done, and you can go left or right frequently, especially if your opponent's stepping around. Now we're seeing more distance play from Malcotti. He's going back a little bit like this. Break the distance, reset. And then
Counter-attack.
kind of walk onto Bayard's.
Alexis Bayard, this flash of
counter-attack.
Malcotti was a little bit
If he wants to get that, he's got to be a lot more
not
explosive, I
really
think.
prepared. He has seen it coming. It was visible for me, at least. Oh, nice one.
Ooh, good one. He's been doing that flush and getting countered, so now he flushes knowing he's going to get countered.
Very
Takes a
equal
late,
match,
weird
9-all.
6 and gets the touch off of it. We had double flush. We had a double from a flush at 3-3 and 6-6, but not 9-9.
Does he want to go in the lead and take this 1 point advantage in the break?
20 seconds
Luka,
left.
He's trying it, but probably.
Still pushing a little bit.
Yes, and again, some kind of a flash, straightforward, which hasn't been efficient enough. 2 times before, so I'm asking myself why is he doing it again, but probably he has been able to make this point a couple of times before in the training, or I don't know why.
Asking the same question.
Leave that. Look at this. This time it works. A little
The
bit
flush
lucky.
has been
10
pretty
all.
unreliable on the back line there. And even that one was a flush fail, counterattack
Very
fail,
good
because
friends.
he got Bayard
Handshake.
off balance at least. And then Mokote got the hit.
Fair play is very important.
These race pieces are dangerous. Everybody knows it. It's not like the
Yeah,
FIE
there
is
no
known for
handshake anymore
care,
after
so
the match. You're not obliged to do that. We have seen.
alright, 10-10, final period. I see red
So,
cards marked and I don't
we
remember
are
any, which
entering the
probably means passivity.
Finals 3
But I can't
minutes
imagine we're going to
of
get the
this
black
whole
card for passivity in
competition.
this bout.
10 all. Before we have seen Luca Malcotti finishing in a way at the
Got the
last
big
third.
break distance
It
going
was
forward.
impressive. Will he
Bayard
do that
small
again?
half step into just to apply counter pressure to
You
Makoti.
will have it in the mind. And yeah,
Makoti back,
once
drop
promoted to
down,
lead
maximize the release of pressure is as much important as the application of pressure. And it's that constant
I said this
changing
guy
that
who
puts your
makes the
opponent
first
on
touch
edge and
will
forces them
win.
to make a mistake. And it's when Makoti gets caught up in trying to push without pulling that he really starts losing to Bayard. The distance becomes Bayard's friend when Bayard can set it, and because Bayard is always going to hit the counter over Malcoti's flush or attack.
And yeah, nice one, nice one. This one was, I've not seen it really clear, but it was a flash in the 6th opposition. He didn't go again straight forward, so he changed his strategy. Yeah, I would say now Luca Malcotti will win.
Bold call from my fellow commentator
Just a feeling.
that
We will see.
Malcotti will win.
And now he's changing his strategy.
And
his
here we go for the
going
first time with the
into the
Malcotti's
defense.
half of the
Oh,
piece.
Makes sense.
Bayard knows he's got to go get his touch now. Love that. Boop. Tips touch. And both lights go off. Sometimes only one goes off, and then you know.
Ooh, nice.
Oh my gosh. Great counter from
2
Malcotti.
points in a
Giving
row here.
Bayard's
Was
medicine
a
right
little
back to him.
counterattack by Luca. Now he's getting closer, but it's not yet done.
Ooh, great idea from Malcotti. Feinted that fletch that he's been
And
doing.
This one was not good. He
Uh,
should not have done
And
this.
cut it short. Tried for a
Right
parry, but
attacking in the
Bayard to
middle
go
of the
backwards
piece.
too far. Nothing done. And then tries a
Was a long
rail,
way
and Bayard gets
to
the
go.
counter. Bayard now pushing again. We'll see. Yep.
But
Ooh.
he's straight legalizing this kind of a fault he made.
Kind of an awkward touch from
Unmixed.
Malcotti, but good that he was able to get that out.
His 13th point.
Malcotti pushing hard. Pulling back. Bayard more aggressively taking distance. Oh.
14-11 with a prim parada di post. Nice touch, and as I said, who does the first point?
I'm not even sure what happened there, because Bayard,
The last serve
Malcotti attacked.
win.
Bayard took 6. Malcotti turned it into a preem,
And he will do it for sure.
which I'm not sure how.
Sorry, Alexi Bayard, but
Okay, that does work because it's 6. That doesn't work against lefty right. I'm not sure how that happened there.
have a
But anyway,
comeback here
phenomenal preem from Malcotti. Clearly knew what Bayard was going to do.
in
Now he's just one
this
touch away from his
stroke.
first World Cup.
But no, look at this. He wants to have his making a protest
The
video.
role here would be that Core caused
Prim
before the
parada di
touch.
post by Luca Malcotti was a little bit too much turned around. Or Korakor, I don't know. He wants to have
But I
this
think it was
controlled
fine. I
by
think
the referee.
the tip came in. Usually give those. Yeah, touch.
She confirms her decision, 14-12.
They are the wounded beast here. He's on the ropes and he's almost out, but this could be when he's at his most dangerous.
He's probably a little bit nervous. Luka Malkotti so close to win his first World Cup. And he should not attack from too
They are
wide away, too
just
long.
slowly
don't have a long
pushing.
distance. He's now going to the defense.
This is the real Olympic touch that Johan Harmerberg was talking about.
This match with
What's Malkotti going to do in this situation? And Bear doesn't wait to find out, just flushes into a double. Congratulations to Luka Malkotti, winner of the first World Cup of the season and of his career.
What a job. Congratulations for both fencers. Wow.
Let's go watch the girls. Red piece, blue piece, yellow piece, green piece. Direct elimination team. Day 1 blue piece, day 1 red piece, day 1 yellow piece. See if we can get some Italian commentary. So go to the finals. Nope, this does not go to the finals.
12-6 contro
Does go to the
Setsum. Neis che va più
sia da parecchi anni ai
I
vertici.
believe this is the finals.
Dire che la giornata
Do a real quick check. Pauline Brunet. Kshinakas, Jareka, Kutsi have been top 8. That would have been day 1 blue piece. Oh well. Can't find it. Let's go watch. $1996. This is insane. So excited for this. Somebody's home video camera back when that was a thing instead of just a phone. This is a phenomenal. My parents had one of these. 2 lefties, as per usual. I don't know who is who. We're just gonna watch. Touch left. I can't even tell you if this is touches for or touches against. That's how old this is. I think it's touches against. But look, nobody's barely crossing bell guards when they prep. Like, that's a prep from left. He's not getting anywhere close to it. Right is searching, but still very far away. Left is responding to it. Good attempt at the wrist there. Maybe this is why EPS have a reputation of being tall, is if you're gonna... Ooh! That was really good. One to draw the counter, and then 4 opposition in. Geza Imre, of course, famously fencing all the way up to 2012 somehow.
Sopra di Imre arresto di Cubano.
Ooh, good counter. Trevejo on the left. And Cuba. Wow. Baccarat's touch Trevejo again. Phenomenal counters. In a modern game, Imre would be just starting a lot closer and be harder for Trevejo to get those counters. I guess that was it. Okay. That's a team bout. This is the whole thing. I'm not sure which bout this is. Genet on the left. Should make that Bosch go on the right, probably. Genet, one of the all-time greats, of course. Being sniped on the worst there by Boschko, just as I praise him. Boschko, of course, phenomenal in his own right. Possibly slightly less famous, but then again, he doesn't have the advantage of being French. I think there's two or three generations of Genets. Jerome is one of them, and I forget who the other one is. Saber touch, it gets bunked flat on the mask. Great counter from Genet. Doesn't even realize he gets it. But it's the same kind of deal. If you were long and lanky, you could stick your arm out. People were attacking from what they didn't realize was out of distance. If you're good at disengages, people would parry from very far away, giving you lots of time to disengage. Genet going high-low. Pushing back. Boschko going to point line. Oh, good parry. Boschko going into point in line to keep Genet away. Genet finally launches. Boschko catches him in an 8. That's a nice low line counter. Still a lot of distance play from both fencers. Low commitment hand shot from Genet as he closes in. Bashko now feeling the pressure and searching for everything. But he's getting pinned up on his back line, so let's see how he deals with it. Very well. Genet flushes in 4. Bashko takes the late low parry. Nice counterattack. I think this will be the last bout. Genet going low, but not very explosive. I would have expected a much faster lunge from him. It really does look like he's almost stepping into it. There's Bashko. I don't know if he's hurt. Looks like he maybe is limping a little bit, maybe not. Or if he's just tired from who knows what. But Genet looking a little bit half speed here. And Bashko just protecting his body from anything and then sniping the wrist when he gets the opportunity. Genet kind of wait forward, which is weird. Good disengage attack though. Maybe it's just hot. Just be hot. In Montreal, maybe not. But you know, maybe it's the summer. Minute break. I want to see a lot more explosivity from Genet and less giving up space a little bit less easily from Bashko. I don't think Genet is threatening him enough to make him go all the way back as easily as he's going. On the other hand, it's 4-1, so what he's doing is working. I guess that last one wasn't a touch. That was end of the period. It's another thing you don't see a lot anymore. Ooh. Genet's in absence and is threatening in absence. If you remember, we talked about Bayard going absence and then not in absence, and to a lesser extent, Malcotti doing the same thing. Yeah, if Bashko holds his ground there, I really think he gets that touch. But he goes back and he misses his first counter, or maybe he goes back and that gives enough time and space for Genet to disengage. Genet push, Genet push. And back, Genet push, Genet push. Bashko continue to maintain distance while we wait. Bashko is jumping at everything here. But just Genet's so far forward, doesn't have the explosiveness to counter. We get a double, and Genet's happy about it, which I guess means he thinks he salvaged it. Because you don't want doubles. A low bout down by 2. There were not, at this point, non-combativity rules that I am aware of. Bashko drops his hand into absence sometimes, then brings it back and sticks it out. Comes up and parries, sticks it out like that. Confusing the distance for Genet. It was already a little bit off, I'm sure. Something's not 100% with him. Yeah, it's like all his weight's on his front foot almost, which is not great. Weirdly limited lunging length and speed, allowing Bashko to pull off that double. And Bashko just content to sit back and play with his arm, to confuse Jeunet, and then take the parries he needs, because he's been doing a lot of early parries and they've been very safe mostly. So why not continue? Spinning 6, spinning 8, pulling 4, just waiting for the one. Good attack there. We need to like the saber closeout afterwards, although you don't really need to. Jeunet is so tired. The man is exhausted. That's such a clear counterattack spot, that 8th touch. And Bashko's doing a big advanced lunge from out of distance. If Jeunet can't get the counter on that, he's gotta be so worn out. Those classic lanky French grippers, the old school. At 9. Yeah, look at him. He's just tired. We've been there. We've all been there. Left it all on the strip, and then you win. You know, they say don't lose with any gas left in the tank, and then you burn all your gas and you're on empty, and then you win, and then you're like, well, crap. What do I do now? Got another bout to fence. Just do the best you can. Good one. Running on fumes still gets a good touch out that 9-6. That's pretty good. A little bit of signs of life now from Jeunet. He's a little bit later on his feet. Another 7. You do that, but with whole events. Oh, yes, I've done that too. Burn all my tank in epee, and then I get to saber, and suddenly my leg is cramping, my arm is cramping, my hand is cramping. But it's good because my hand actually cramps like this, which is the perfect way to hold a saber. So I'm cramped into on guard. Very active hand from Bashko, and he's not getting blade contact very often, which is really high commitment for something for Jeunet not to be able to punish it. And it's safe for him because Genet's not punishing it, which means he can do things like that, like 6-4, 6-4, 6, catch it in 4 and then counter. Hand traps into the claw, yeah. 7-11.
Anger. Right? Ali.
The good old days when I had the stamina to do 2 tournaments in a day. Double. Ooh, good flesh. I'd be fencing a saber pool and then get called for epee and have to yell out, "Hang on a minute, I'm coming."
Anger. Anger, Bashko. Prêt? Allez.
Ooh. Bashko may be getting a little bit too lazy, looking for his counters, letting up a couple of flushes to Jeunet, but he's got a couple more to play with.
Prêt? Allez.
A little bit, few signs of life now. A little bit more explosive on the lunge, longer lunge, better push off, more bend in his back leg, more weight on his back leg. Still lots of pairs from Bashko. Lots of closeouts, Janai. Full reset. Even though Bashko looks at the box, and you should never look at the box. Bashko's like, whew! Just barely dodged that one.
Anger. 3. Ale.
It's easier to do 2 events if you know. Ooh! See, that's the kind of thing. It's this big 4. And Genet is just sitting there in a half lunge, but he can't punish it in time.
Anger.
And then Bashko comes back in 6 and gets the touch, but he's so open before that. There we go. Good lunge from Bashko, where Genet is just pushing and hoping. I've been there. I've had that exact body language in about. It's insane. It's easier to do 2 events when you know you're unlikely to make more than 1 or 2 DEs. Yeah, but honestly, you usually only fence. There we go. End of the bout. Put the man out of his misery. It's easier to. A lot of times you only have about 2 or 3 hard DEs. If you're good, then your first DE or 2 is going to be very easy. And then, you know, if it's a big event and you're less good or you're relatively lower skilled, your last DE is going to be, you know, you're just going to get your body whopped. You're just going to get whooped and then nothing to do about it but get better. But don't be hard exactly. Anyway, thank you all for joining me. I had a lovely time. I hope you did too.